Top upcoming anime we're excited to watch in 2025. Coco is the daughter of a dressmaker, but she cares much more about magic than dresses. After an encounter with a witch named Kifri, she realizes that her favorite picture book is also a spellbook. However, due to her inexperience, she causes a major accident at home. Kifri rescues her and decides to train her after realizing that she could be the key to defeating the Brimmed Caps, a group that experiments with forbidden, body-altering magic. Witch Hat Atelier is a beautifully drawn manga that follows a young girl on her coming-of-age journey. The story itself is compelling, featuring a great blend of joyful magic and intense danger. Many fans have been looking forward to this adaptation. Bug Films is best known for Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead, a series that was extremely well done but also ran into significant production problems. Hopefully, the studio has ironed out some of those issues and is ready to give this adaptation everything it's got. Scarlett has been putting up with nonsense from her fiancé, Kyle, for ages. When he dumps her in the middle of a ball and convinces others to see her as a villain, she asks for one final thing: to punch him in his stupid face. With that, she goes from being a nice, submissive girl to a woman seeking the revenge she deserves, and to rid the nobility of corruption. If you like shows like Why Raeliana Ended Up at the Duke's Mansion that feature a heroine who stands up for herself, you will most likely enjoy this series, too. Scarlett is in a role that would more traditionally be taken by a male character, an OP protagonist who fights against injustice while being a total badass about it. Hopefully, this anime will prove to be just as good as it looks.
最後に一つだけお願いしてもよろしいでしょうか。あんたの懸賞金。ニューヒロインの誕生だ。
Ubu is a young woman who has found herself embroiled in the high-stakes world of bounty hunting. But alongside the difficulties of the job itself, she has her own emotional issues that she must fight through. So far, not much is known about this upcoming series. What is known is that it's an original anime by Shaft. Most of Shaft's anime are based on manga or light novels, but one of their few originals was one of the biggest hits in anime history, Puella Magi Madoka Magica. This studio is capable of great things, so hopefully this series will be an example.
お前をぶっ殺す。風よ、今こそ我のしもべとなりて引き荒れよ。
After Azusa Aizawa passes away from overwork, she is reincarnated into a magical world. Now immortal, she spends her days peacefully, making a living by defeating 25 slimes each day. However, this simple routine unexpectedly boosts her skill level to 99, attracting people who either want to challenge her or recruit her to their cause. It seems peace may be a distant dream. If you're watching this series to unwind after a long day of work, school, or other obligations, you can probably relate to Azusa. But despite her desire for a quiet life, the story still delivers plenty of thrilling, otherworldly adventures that viewers can enjoy, while Azusa wishes she could just take a nap. Rudo despises the people in his wealthy town. Why? Because they throw everything they consider useless into a gigantic pit called the Abyss, just like they did with his biological father. Now living with his foster father in the slums, Rudo spends his days rummaging through trash, hoping to find something useful. But when his foster father is slain, Rudo is accused of the crime and thrown into the Abyss himself. There, he discovers powerful monsters made of trash and soon learns how to combat them by becoming a janitor. First of all, Bones is known for producing hits, so expectations are high for anything they create. Beyond that, the story seems wholly original. Creator Kei Arana based the plot on her childhood attachment to objects, a personal connection that likely helps her infuse real emotion into her work. Kikyo Private Academy is a prestigious all-girls school, while Chidori Public High School is known for its low-achieving students. The Kikyo students typically look down on the nearby Chidori. Rintaro Sumugi, a student at Chidori, has a frightening face and a secret. He works at his family's cake shop. One day, he strikes up a friendship with a customer at the shop. Unfortunately for him, this customer is a student at Kikyo, a fact that could complicate their developing relationship. If the anime adaptation is anything like the manga, this will be a strong contender for Romance of the Year. Its refreshing take on the opposites attract trope allows Rintaro and Kaoruko's relationship to develop organically, blending heartwarming moments with deeper explorations of social status and self-worth.
他人を支配するのに一番いいものは恐怖だ。
Due to his unusual appearance and poor social skills, Haruka Sakura has been alone all his life. The only thing he believes himself to be capable of is fighting. That's why he transfers to Furin High School, a school notorious for its delinquent population. However, instead of finding a hierarchy to climb, Haruka discovers a group of students who use their fighting skills to help their town, and who might offer him his first real chance at community. Beyond its impressive art and animation, Windbreaker is an emotionally moving series about a young man's journey to find a sense of community and self-worth. Watching Haruka grow throughout the first season is heartwarming, and hopefully season 2 will continue that trajectory.
相手がどんなやつでもぶっ飛ばすだけだ。
燃え盛る炎に包まれた異形の者たち。そしてこの混乱した世界から平和を取り戻すため、長きにわたる戦いは今終わりを告げようとしている。彼らの正体とこの世界の真理と命を燃やせ。
In a world where some people spontaneously burst into flames, future generations develop fire-based powers instead. After being branded a villain, Shinra Kusakabe's dream is to enter the Fire Force and prove himself as a hero. However, the world of the Force, and the forces behind the fire abilities, turns out to be far more complex than he could have imagined. Season 3 will continue the Stigma arc. Whether it's the truth behind Shinra's brother or the secrets of the Adala Burst, things have become increasingly complicated since the series began. This show isn't for everyone. The fan service can be off-putting, but for those who either enjoy that element or can look past it, there's a lot to appreciate about the series.
これは僕たちが最高のヒーローになるまでの物語。
The epic saga of Izuku Midoriya's journey is about to come to a climactic end with the final season of My Hero Academia. The series, which began in 2016, follows Deku and his classmates at UA High School preparing for several battles against formidable foes, honing their quirks, testing their limits, and confronting their inner demons. Season 6 saw the heroes forming unexpected alliances and growing both physically and emotionally. The final season will give them a happy ending, but not before they fight a few more villains. My Hero Academia captured hearts across the world with its inspiring story about heroism. It introduced fans to a diverse cast of unforgettable characters, delivered jaw-dropping action sequences, and made them laugh with its hilarious moments. At the same time, it resolved long-simmering conflicts and gave emotional payoffs as Deku ascended to greatness. The final season is set to leave an indelible mark on the genre.
緊急怪獣警報緊急怪獣警報指定地域の皆さんは速やかにシェルターへ避難してください。
第一部隊出動だ。
Following the destruction of their hometown, Kafka Hibino and Mina Ashiro agree to join the defense force to fight against the kaiju that caused the problem. However, only Mina manages to join, while Kafka gets stuck on cleanup duty. Things change after a freak accident transforms him into a human kaiju hybrid, making him the defense force's most potent ally. At the end of Season 1, Kafka was arrested and placed in a military prison. This was a major cliffhanger, leaving many fans hungry for more. The next season should resolve this issue and introduce new conflicts. Given how exciting the previous season was, fans have high hopes for this one. While the series follows a similar plot structure to many others, it is unique in that the protagonist is in his 30s.